Governor Umoino and Governor Charles Soludo celebrate Professor Akpanekpo at 70. Nigerian Navy arrests 780,000 capacity vessel. Plus, FEMA takes steps to end flooding in Akwa Ibom State. Hello, welcome to NTA Uyo News. My name is Emily Omo. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. The Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoino and his Anambra State counterpart, Professor Charles Soludo, have felicitated Nigeria's top economist, Professor Akpanekpo, on his 70th birthday, retirement from service, and the convocation of the maiden valedictory lecture of the University of Uyo. The lecture, held at the Professor Akpan Hogan Ekpo Center for Public Policy, University of Uyo, in the 1,000-seater auditorium, had as its theme, Nigeria, the Economics of Potentials, and the Potentials in Economists. Wisdom Jacob reports.
Academic icon, erudite professor of economics and intellectual freedom fighter were some of the words used in describing Professor Akpanekpo. Governor Umoino and Governor Charles Soludo, in their speeches, described Professor Akpanekpo's 70 years as deserving of celebration, while commending his dedication to academic excellence and sanitizing the University of Uyo community of corruption, cultism, and social vices.
As far as we are concerned, we believe that people who have served our state in one capacity or the other should be honored properly and given. We need to revere them, and that's why I run away from any controversy with anyone. We just feel we are here to serve for the period that God has given us.
When we then had our space again at the West African Institute for Financial and Economic Management, and the institution was going, who do you call on to help to put it back? The man who has proven to have the Midas touch. And again, Professor Akpanekpo went on to become the DG.
A professor, world-renowned, who meticulously added critical value to his uncritical education.
Working very closely with him, that this man is a man of high value.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor Nyaudon Dayu, describes Professor Akpanekpo as an erudite professor of economics and thank God for giving him to humanity.
A an astute administrator, a statesman who, almost like Jesus Christ, was willing to lay his life for the good of this university.
In his valedictory lecture, Professor Akpanekpo says that Nigeria is not realizing her potential because several leaders have no clear-cut economic philosophy, hence the economy.
His positive contribution to Nigeria's development, calculus, cannot be overemphasized. The managers of the economy must know how to mix politics and economics for the overall good of the citizens.
I am particularly elated that we're celebrating him not posthumously, but still in good health and still waxing strong, still in a position to contribute to humanity.
The event also featured launching of his books, cutting of birthday cake, and presentation of gift items. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
Erudite teacher who has made an indelible mark in the academic profession, an embodiment of social justice, and a special gift to humanity. These and more were the tributes and encomiums at the valedictory seminar and book presentation of former Vice Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Akpanekpo. Correspondent reports that the event took place at 1,000-seater Ted Fund Auditorium, Main Campus, Uyo. The citation of Professor Akpan Hogan Ekpo by Dr. Okonumo, an associate professor, and book presentation by Professor Godwin Akpan shows Professor Ekpo is a patriotic citizen who has attended the apex of his career and implemented various policies that brought about positive economic reforms during Sani Abacha's regime. The professor fought assiduously to reform the academic sector of University of Uyo.
Relevant to policy developments, while the remaining 16 chapters are using various econometric methods to carry out analysis in time series and panel data.
Describing the academician as a gift to humanity, Vice Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Nyaudo Ndayo, salutes various achievements of Professor Akpan Ekpo, urging staff of the institution to make positive impact.
Professor Ekpo is a known name in this nation. He works in Calabar. Doing what? Teaching. Where? University of Calabar. He was in University of Abuja. Doing what? Teaching. And finally brought the data out of sight back to the University of Uyo. While he did not hide his feelings about developing this university.
Tributes pour out as friends, colleagues and associates speak about their encounter with the erudite professor.
I want to thank everyone for our founding fathers at that time that made public education to be of the highest quality. Otherwise, some of us would not have gone to school. And that was very crucial. When we made friends from different classes, nobody cared whether your father was rich or poor. And we grew up that way and became a better society.
Today, we celebrate this great achiever and reflect upon his remarkable contributions to public finance and the subject of economics.
I first knew him as my lecturer 37 years ago as an undergraduate. And I'm also very glad to know that in that class, 3 of us now are professors and we are all in this building today.
High point of the event was the unveiling of the book titled Essay in Public Finance, a tribute to Professor Akpan Ekpo. In Nigerian Navy ship NNS Jubilee has arrested an unregistered empty vessel suspected to be used for illegal activities in its maritime domain. Calvin Samuel reports that the vessel and its crew members are currently in the custody of NNS Jubilee pending further investigation.
Lying here is a huge wooden vessel with 3 standard engines and capacity to ferry away 780,000 liters of crude oil at once. With no form of registration or documentation, operatives of the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Jubilee believe the movement of the vessel is suspicious, leading to the arrest.
We felt that vessel is also a threat to the maritime safety of our dear nation. Because number one, there was no form of any safety lights as per what you expect on board a vessel of that size. And the vessel had 3 inbuilt engines of a Mantrac made. So it is self-propelled. So it's quite a very large vessel that could move on its own, but yet no safety measures or safety arrangement on it.
The commander NNS Jubilee, Martins Fakruga, while speaking to Newsmain on the arrest, says it is a product of the renewed synergy between the Nigerian Navy and other sea operatives who are working hand in hand to ensure safety on the Nigerian waterways.
The Chief of Naval Staff has given us a strategic directive that we all know he has zero tolerance for any form of criminality or crude oil theft within our waterways. This thing has been passed down to us, and it's our duty to ensure that we carry it out to the latter.
The vessel and 8 crew members were arrested on the 23rd of June 2023 at about 9 o'clock in the morning. In Uyo, Calvin Samuel, NTA News.
Major federal roads in Akwa Ibom State affected by flooding due to blocked drains are now receiving the attention of the Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA. Clement Bariki reports that the exercise involves the silting of concrete-lined drains and carriageways.
This 22 kilometers Ikoroku-Ikono-Uyo-Itu Road connect to the Calabar-Itu Highway. The last time community members saw open drains on both sides of the road was 17 years ago when it was constructed by the then administration of Governor Godswill Akpabio.
We have suffered a lot here because of flooding. I want to appreciate this intervention by FEMA.
I was surprised to see that there's gutter here. So it's a wonderful work. So you people should continue.
I know this government is improvement than before. So we appreciate the work. We appreciate the government.
The exercise is being executed through direct labor.
We have been doing the sitting of seated line drain, other roads. But this time around is the turn of this road to be tested. You have seen the defects on some section of carriageway, like some section have started eroding.
At the Ikorekpene-Arim Road, motorists are appreciating the federal government for empowering FEMA to carry out an emergency repairs on the road, a situation they say has ended their nightmares.
Since they've patched this road, you can even see our vehicle now, we can drive freely. As I'm talking to you, this is another car I've just bought. When the road was bad, my car ran into water and I lose the car because of bad road.
The managing director and chief executive of FEMA, Dr. Chukwuemeka Agbaze, had earlier flagged off the exercise in Kogi State. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
We'll take a break now. More stories will come your way. To stay tuned.
The body is made up of 60% of water. Mela table water provides good quality drinking water the body needs and is uniquely satisfying. Mela table water is produced in package by Amela Enterprises, Plot 80 Itam Industrial Area, Itu, Akwa Ibom State. It comes in sachet, 35, 50, 75 cl table water and dispensing jar. For inquiry and booking, call 0704 576 6325. Mela table water, naturally sourced, consumer friendly.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, check am o.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
You're welcome back. Now to the rest of our stories. The need for regular cancer checkups and screening is again in focus as Vividad Medical Mission carry out free cancer screening for selected women in Uyo, the state capital. Coming under the Donatus and Elizabeth Cancer Screening Program, the monthly exercise is helping women know their cancer status. Clement Barikwe has details.
Since June 2022, Vividad Medical Mission has extended its healing touch to 10 indigent women every month, and the June 2024 edition makes it 24 months of changing lives through the Donatus and Elizabeth Free Cancer Screening Program. The women who converged on the Gynecology Clinic St. Luke's Hospital Anua received health talk on cancer-related issues, and they admit it has changed their lives.
Ordinary on my own, I wouldn't have had the time to, let me come to the hospital. I thank God for this great opportunity, and I want to thank the foundation.
And giving some talk for us to be able to examine ourselves from the breast cancer, how it can be prevented, the cervical cancer and the types of cancers that we have, and how it can be prevented if you dictate it on time.
I want to appreciate Sir Mark Effiong for this kind gesture. This is my first time, and some other people have been saying they've gone for such, but in these other aspects, nothing was collected, free of charge. I love it.
The exercise was not just about cancer screening, as beneficiaries were assisted with transportation fare, lunch, and free prescription drugs.
It started since June 2022, it has been ongoing till deaths. So we have been screening women of reproductive age. We do this on a monthly basis.
Started with 10 women, but from this year, we've increased the number to 15.
Out of the 14 women that have been screened, only one has had a suspicious case of cancer of the cervix. So she has been referred to the consultant gynecologist.
We are even telling people to be doing it because from 18 years to 55 years, that's when you can check your cervical cancer.
The Donatus and Elizabeth Free Monthly Cancer Screening, solely sponsored by the founder and president of Vividad Medical Mission, Sir Mark Effiong, is not merely a medical service, as the organizers believe it is a testament to the power of compassion, and are wishing for the support of government, corporate bodies, individuals, and other philanthropists to ensure the longevity of the program. Clement Barikwe, NTA News.
The need for children to be properly equipped with career choices is being emphasized as a prerequisite that redirects children to choose a profession driven by passion. Stakeholders say the development brings out the potentials of a student that will help them achieve goals while sojourning in their chosen academic pursuits. Correspondent reports on a career day.
The event, which commenced with a Thanksgiving Mass by the Old Boys of Cardinal Ekanem Seminary Millennial Set, is to encourage and strengthen students to study hard towards achieving a bright future. Reverend Father Anyete Udo, in his homily, admonished students to exhibit unshakable faith in God like the great men of God in the Bible, who through their unwavering faith overcame obstacles. Reverend Father Udo reminded Christians of the faithfulness of God towards Christians and the need to keep his commandments.
No matter how ugly, no matter any form of storms of life you experience, something good definitely will emerge.
To encourage students choose career paths that are driven with passion to accomplish their goals in their quest for academic excellence. Cardinal Ekanem Old Boys Millennial Set enlightens students on the need to choose a career of their choice based on passion.
By the way of giving back to the young ones. We also want them to choose a career path, and that is why we have brought in so many of our old boys, engineers, medical doctors, journalists, and so on and so forth, to also come and take them on a career path.
The food we eat is from agriculture. The meat and the chicken and all whatnot that we consume is from agriculture.
Comes to the legal profession.
Medical science is a very broad field. It's made up of doctors.
Why I want to become a lawyer is because I discovered that I'm not shy in the public. I can easily stand and speak.
An engineer. Since when I was a child, I've been fabricating, like making things out of sports objects.
According to my own perspective, I've been seeing judges doing their case in the court of law, all these places, and good for them. I've been watching them, looking at them. I've been aspiring since I've been little to be a judge, a lawyer.
New members were inducted into Cardinal Ekanem Seminary Old Boys Millennial Set, while awards were given to people who have contributed immensely to the growth of the institution. The Millennial Set of Cardinal Ekanem Old Boys Association is made up of alumni from 2000 to 2015. In Uyo, Christians must invest their time, energy, and resources in God's work to tap from the boundless blessings of God. This formed the thrust of message at the 10th anniversary of the Chosen Christian Life Church, Ikorobienang, Itam. Correspondent reports that the 10th anniversary also featured the dedication of a new church auditorium.
It was a gathering that attracted Christians from across different denominations, and the joy of the congregation seems not to end. The Speaker, Kwabom State House of Assembly, Elder Udeme Otong, led other members of the 9th Assembly to rejoice with wife of the senior pastor of the church and clerk of the house, Mrs. Nsigak Abasi Orok.
We have seen the life in her. We have seen the peace that it commands in the Kwabom State House of Assembly. And that is why we are having a very peaceful assembly.
Then came the moment to dedicate the new auditorium of Choosing Christian Life Church, christened Jesus House, as performed by Pastor Emmanuel Bassi of the Redeemed Christian Church of God.
Dedicated on the 23rd day of June 2024 to the glory of the God of heaven. Amen. In the name of God the Father, Amen. God the Son, Amen. God the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Going down memory lane, senior pastor of the Choosing Christian Life Church, Pastor Namoko Orok, said the edifice is a product of fervent prayers, dedication of members and partners. Pastor Orok said the church, which began a decade ago in a small shop in a Fiarofort market, Uyo, is what it is today due to commitment and prayers.
We are grateful to our Lord for his faithfulness, for his mercy. He has been so great. And I want to tell you, for the past 10 years that we have been celebrating, we have never gotten back to the day we are celebrating. 10 years, I have been a member of the committee.
On the 31st of December, we got this time, 2019, and we started our first worship. 2020. It's been God all the way. God has been helpful. So today we have seen what God had told us that will happen because they had said on the 10th anniversary of this church is when it will be dedicated, and today that has come to pass.
Special anniversary thanksgiving and prayers featured at the service. Clement Barkumi, NTA News.
Thanks for being part of our bulletin tonight. But before you go, remember to be a star. Join NTA's campaign to turn against rape and rapists. Do have a beautiful night.